Prince Harry has been accused of trolling King Charles after choosing a specific date on his business documents to mark his US residency. The Duke has chosen the day he was kicked out of Frogmore Cottage on his official business records to declare his primary residency as California. Speaking to GB News, royal editor Charlotte Griffiths said the move by the royal was due to him being bitter about the decision by his father to remove him and Meghan from Frogmore Cottage. The Duke and Duchess were residing in the Windsor home before it was vacated to make way for Prince Andrew. The couple then left the royal family in 2020 and have lived in America ever since. In discussion with GB News presenter Ben Leo, Griffiths said the prince had the opportunity to choose any date on the documentation and could have instead chosen the day he and Meghan officially stepped down as working royals. Griffiths said she wouldn't put it past him to have deliberately put that in there to spite his father. She explained, to her it feels like he's trolling his dad a bit, because he could have said that he's been a US resident since 2020 when he quit the UK and moved to the States, but instead he chose the exact day that his dad kicked him out of Frogmore. She added the reason his dad kicked him out of Frogmore was because he slagged off Camilla in Spur, and apparently it was a really difficult decision for Charles because no dad wants to kick their son out of their home, but he went beyond the pale. She added that Meghan and Harry spent around £2.4 million renovating the cottage, just to move out of it anyway. The royal editor told Ben Harry was incensed by this move. Nothing is by chance with Harry. He's kind of spiteful and he can't let go of the past. She said, why is he so hung up on Frogmore? This is the country he was desperate to get away from. This is a house he didn't particularly want to live in, and in fact didn't live in. Ben responded, the thing that gets me is that Harry and Meghan left the UK. They said they were going to focus on a new life away from the hellhole in England and all the trauma they'd been through with the royal family. All they seem to have done since then is look back and complain about the way they were treated. Ben continued, and if this is right, and he chose this day to have a dig at the king, it's just another act of this really quite vengeful nature. Charlotte agreed, revealing that she's sure that Harry being made to pay for the cost of the renovations sort of galvanised his anger towards the whole situation. He thought he was getting a fantastic freebie, and there were a few reports at the time that Meghan actually thought she was moving into Frogmore House, which is a much grander property